Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Xgene and proteinX. In this tutorial video, I'm going to talk about therapeutic index and also the ED50, TD50, therapeutic window and the safety ratio. So let's talk the therapeutic index first. So actually the therapeutic index is a term that is a ratio that expresses the relationship between the therapeutic and toxic dose of a given drug. So let me write here. So this is actually this therapeutic index, the ratio. So it denoting therapeutic index is denoting the TI. So this is basically the TD50 divided by ED50. So this TD50, this is the toxic dose, or sometimes you might get it the lethal dose or LD50. So basically this LD50 and TD50 are the same. So the TD50 is the dose that required to produce a toxic effect in the 50% of the population, whereas the ED50 is the dose required to produce a therapeutic effect in a 50% of the population. So this equation it indicating that smaller TI are preferable in a drug development because they allow maximal benefit with minimal risk of side effects. Let's assume that, let me write it here on example, then it might more clear. So if it is like TD50 is around 50, let's assume this is 50 and effective dose is 10. So what does that mean? So it means that the toxic effect is higher than the effective dose. So the ratio is becoming 5, right? So this is high. So this is why this drug is not safe to use. It has higher adverse effect, higher toxic effects. So in reverse, if it is like you can reverse it, like if the TD50 is 10 and ED50 is 50, so what does that mean? It means that toxic effect is the lesser than the effective response. So it means that the efficacy is higher in this case, right? So the ratio is becoming 0.5. This is 0.2, right? So you can see here the therapeutic index is very low here. So it indicating that if it is low, then the drug is very safe to use and the adverse effect or toxic effect it's very low. Alright, so next I'm gonna talk about the therapeutic window. So actually the therapeutic window is the dose response curve. So both actually the ED50 or LD50 both are calculated from the dose response curve. So here, as you see in this figure, in this graph, that in this part, this is the percent of the patients that responding. This is the number of the patients response, and here is the concentration of the drug in this part. So as you see in this here, that the drug concentration is increasing. So it means that patient response is higher. So in this case, this is the concentration is increasing in this case. So in this way. So as you see here, when it is increasing, then the therapeutic window or the efficacy is increasing as well. But here, this is the toxic effect start from this concentration. So this is the around 18 mg per ml. So 18 mg per ml, this is the maximum efficacy concentration, maximum effective concentration. So in this part, in this concentration, toxicity started. and here the response start from here, as you can consider, because when you start the concentration from here, it does not, so it does not give any uh, therapeutic response. So when you increase the concentration and when it reach here around 6, then the therapeutic response start. So this is the minimum effective concentration, or MEC, minimum effective concentration. So that is the 6 mg per ml. So from here the therapeutic response start, and when you increase the concentration, the therapeutic response the increase as well. But here the toxicity start from here. So this is the, from here, this is the, and from the minimum effective concentration, this is, so this is the therapeutic window. So from here to here you can use the drug and in the safety level. So there is, in this case, the therapeutic response in the therapeutic window. But when the concentration of the drug is beyond therapeutic window, so it indicating the toxic, this drug is toxic effect start. So this is this curve is called the dose response curve. So next I'm gonna talk about the safety ratio. So actually the safety ratio, this term is not actually for the therapeutically used any drugs. So this term is used for the non-therapeutic purpose. Alright. So what does that mean? If I write here, you can understand. So one of the non-therapeutic purpose, for example, that recreational use. So in this case, the lethal dose is to around 1%. Let's assume this lethal dose is 1%, because this is non-therapeutic purpose, right? So in this case, lethal dose is around 1% of population to the effective dose 99%. Effective dose 99% of the population. So in this case, the safety ratio is the safety factor, actually the safety factor or safety ratio, whatever you can tell. So this is the LD1 divided by ED99. ED99. So it means that lethal dose is around 1% and the effective dose response is around 99%. So this is the safety ratio. So alright, so I hope this video will be helpful for to understand to the therapeutic index and therapeutic window. So if you like this video, kindly hit the like button, share it, and please subscribe my channel. And if you have any queries, don't forget to write in the comment section. Thanks.